This conference will now be recorded.
So whenever it's good command ps-e prep java command, there is no process running now. I will start the JBoss. I know where JBoss is installed. Go to the OPT. For OPT, we have JBoss cluster. I will start JBoss node 1. I have to start it. Start forward slash standalone.sh hyphen c standalone hyphen ha dot xml. Okay, use the address symbol to run the process in backend. Okay. Now ps security command ps hyphen er pipe grep java. One process is running, that is one JVM is running now. Okay. Now I will start the second JBoss node, PWD. Currently I started JBoss node, JBoss instance 1, JBoss node 1. I'm going to start a second JBoss node. Standalone.sh hyphen c standalone hyphen ha dot xml hyphen b JBoss socket dot binding dot port hyphen offset equal to 100. The second JBoss node is starting. Okay. Second JBoss node is not starting. What is the error getting? So what is the command passed here? It's open in a pipe Java. Only one process is running. Now use the history command. This is the command. Port type on offset. I give an offset type on port. Port type on offset I have to give. Okay. Enter. Okay. Node 1 and node 2. EJB channels have started working on working on cluster. and it is communicating each cluster member. Assume that two cluster members are available in the cluster, so it displayed that node 1 and node 2. Okay, second Java not started. Now you will recommend PS icon EF by Java. Okay, now I could see two Java process. This is second Java node. This is the first Java node. Okay, what about Apache web server? It's not started. PS icon EF by HTTPD. There is no daemons running related to Apache web server. Now I will start the Apache web server. How to start it? Go to the Apache. Okay, series user Apache. Okay. Go to the web server. Under that, go to the Apache. Here I have a bin directory. Go to the bin directory. Start Apache by using Apache CTL. Apache CTL. FNK start. Once it is started, HTTP command ps-ef pipe httpd. Okay, it is started. Apache daemons are started. Okay, if you want to check that without opening Chrome or Google, we can verify here also the URL is working or not. How to verify that? Okay, wget space http double quotes forward slash, okay, forward slash localhost colon 80. Okay, here HTTP response sent. Waiting response 200 status code. If it sees 200 status code, the URL is working fine. Okay, so same thing. If you want to verify, you can go and verify here. Applications. HTTP colon double forward slash localhost colon 80. Because of JBoss is running, so it is showing JBoss is running. It may take incognito window, your private window. Okay, so if you stop JBoss instances, then can search it. It will display it works. Okay, now JBoss is started. Apache web server is started. Now we'll verify application is running or not. How to verify that? HTTP colon double forward slash localhost colon 80 colon forward slash supermarket supermarket application is running via web server. Okay, using 80 port number, so application is working on 80 port number means it is working on web server level. Okay, now coming to request flow, whenever user make a request, so we are the users, we're trying to access the application. For trying to access the application URL is this one. Control C. If you paste here, okay, go paste here. Let me see that. Okay, this is the URL you are trying to access. So, for example, if you want to open SBI net banking, you know, you want to open, you have to type sbinetbanking.com. Otherwise, you want to open Google, how to open it? So, you have to type google.com. The same way, whenever type URL, okay, it will initially go to the DNS. DNS means domain naming services. Okay, the DNS forward the request to the load balancer. So, what is meant by load balancer? So, we have a different kind of load balancers. Okay, if you search in Google load balancer, okay, so we have different load balancers. Some environments will use load balancer type is F5 is the load balancer. Some environments will use okay, different load balancers. Okay, load balancers actually based on the environment, based on the requirement, they will use load balancer. What load balancer will do here? So whenever you configured your JBoss instance details in the load balancer, what it will do, it will balance the load. Okay, so if we have three node cluster in JBoss application server, the first request will go for first node, second request will go for second JBoss node, third request will go for third JBoss node. Okay, so if any new request came, again the request will go for first JBoss node, and second JBoss and second request will go for second JBoss node, third request will go for third JBoss node. Okay, we have total six requests. First three requests will go for first three JBoss nodes. Four, five, six requests will go for sequentially. Okay, it will follow the round robin algorithm. Okay, so it will distribute the load across the cluster with the help of load balancer. Whenever load is distributed to the web server, so we are accessing the application through a web server now. The load will be distributed to the web server. What web server will do? We're using web server is Apache web server. Okay. What web server will do? Whenever you start web server at the time, HTTP connect file will be loaded. HTTP connect file will specify that where the mod.jk.conf file is available, mod.jk.so file, location. So these all the settings we done in HTTP connect file. Whenever we need to look for web server level HTTP connect file will be loaded, and mod.jk.so file, we know that already. It will act as a mediator between or plugin between app server and web server. Okay, and mod.jk.conf file knows the path of worker properties file, worker properties, worker properties. One second. Okay, where here mod.jk.conf file mod.jk.conf file know the path of workers properties file, your worker mapped properties file. Okay, workers properties file contains the node name, edit port number, host name, as we discussed. Okay, yesterday class we already discussed it. Worker properties file we specified the JBoss node name, exhibit and port number, load balancer details, and host name or IP address of the mission. Okay, here your record properties file. In your record properties file, what it contains? Context to the application. Okay, and what it will do from web server request to forward the request to the app server, which contains web container in the EJB container. So already we discussed that what is web server and what is web application and enterprise application. We have two types of application, var and er file. If it is looking for var file, it will go for web container. If it is looking for er file, if it is er file, it will go for EJB container. Okay. The request contains any web resources like servlet JSPs, the request forward to the request forward to the web container. If a request is looking for any EJB resources like servlet JSPs, JSON and BC base me, the request will go for the EJB container through JNDA. Okay. The request is looking for any database interaction. Database. We have we have database already. So we need database to save the data. Okay. It is looking for if it is looking for database level, the request will forward to the connection pool. Based on the connection pool properties, it will contain the connection object. Once the transaction is completed, again the request will be forwarded to the web container through JNDI. Then the request will be forwarded to the end user. Web server will forward the request to the end user. This is the request flow. Okay, what we have done as of now. This is the request flow. So how the request is going and how the request is surviving to the end user. This is the steps it is following. Okay, so whatever we covered as of now, I have mentioned here related to request flow. Okay, and now we'll go for installing. We'll go for checking. We'll go for real-time scenarios today, and we'll install Apache Tomcat in next class. Okay, what is 4.0.4.5? Actually, in real time, we'll get different types of errors. Okay, in that regularly we'll get like 404 error, 404 error, 500 error, application down, out of memory, OYM error, out of memory error, application slowness, or application performance issue. Okay, so majorly this kind of errors will get. Okay, apart from this, we'll get like restart, start the JBoss node, stop the JBoss node, restart the JBoss node, so that we know that this basic thing. If they ask you to stop JBoss, so if we have already document where you have borrowed the document, you have to stop the JBoss. They will give the KT for you. Okay, how to stop and how to start JBoss and so you have to follow the KT, and if you want to stop it, you can stop it. You want to start, if they require to restart means you can restart it. Restart means, what is the meaning by restart? This is mean restart. If you trigger restart means it will stop. Once it is stopped, again it will start. In restart, we have two operations. Once you done restart, it will stop the instance and it will start the instance again. Okay, if you will ask if they ask to start the JBoss, maybe you have to verify it is already down or not. So if it is already started, you cannot start the JBoss. If it is down, we can start the JBoss. If they ask you to stop the JBoss, you have to check it is running or not. If it is running, you can trigger a stop command. It will stop. So what is mean by 404? Actually, we discussed this in yesterday class. Okay, but also we discussed that clearly. What is meaning by 404? Okay, let me explain. Okay, this is the URL we are trying to access. Arjun, instead of giving supermarket, if you remove this, any one of the letter is missing. If you're trying to access, what is the error you're getting? 404. Okay, so first you have to check whether URL is correct or not. Okay, if the URL is wrong, means you'll get a 404 error. Okay, how do you know this? You're getting 404 error. I will confirm. Actually, you don't know. I'm the user. You are seeing that I'm accessing the wrong context route. That is okay. In real time, you don't know which user you're trying to access which URL and all. So that time, where you will check. Where you will check that. In Apache Web Server logs, we have a log file called access.log file. Open the access.log file by using command tail 100f access.log file. Okay. Okay. Go to the tail 100f access.log file. Enter. So what is the error we're getting here? 404 error. So what is the URL trying to access? It's trying to access application is supermarket, but T is missing in the context root. So we're getting 404 error. So what to do now? You know that what is the context root of the application? We have to provide the correct context root of the application. Okay, that is one scenario. And check once port is enabled or not. Port is enabled or not. How to do that? For example, we are using in Apache, go to the conf directory. Here we have a std.conf file. Open the std.conf file. Here we have a 80 port number. If I comment this, okay, I button, I'm committing 80 port number. Now let's save WQ. Let's about to save the file. Save it now. Stop the Apache. Okay, it's not running. Now start the Apache again. Okay. Now if you give correct URL also, we are unable to access the application. Unable to connect. You're getting okay. Unable to access the application. What is the issue? Port number is not enabled. Port number is not enabled. You can see that no listening sockets are available setting down. Unable to open the logs. Okay, you'll get the type of error. And go to that. Check that port is enabled or not in stable kind of file. PDP.conf file. Remove this. If you give assumer means it will comment. It will not use in configuration file. If you remove that, it will work. It will take the changes. Okay, pull out WQ XML. Now go to the bin directory. Start Apache. It's running. PS hyphen apply good plus TTPD. Now refresh the page. Okay, it is working fine. Okay, now what is the next scenario you have to verify? Check both is enabled or not. If not, if it is not enabled, enable the port. So how you know that the port is listening or not? Check here whether port is listening or not. Clear the screen. Okay, port is opened or not. How you know that? By using a command lsof hyphen I colon 80 is the port number. You have to give the port. It is listening. You see that the port is listening means listen means the port is open. It is a listening. Okay, and we have one more command. Net start command. Net start hyphen antp. Port number is 80. So it will display all the ports rated to 80. So it is open or not. Okay. Our port number is 80. HTTP port number. Okay. The port is open. Okay. This is the way how to verify the port. Okay. Check whether application is deployed or not, because start scenario, the application is not available in JBoss level. We did not deploy the application in JBoss level. What will happen? The application is itself not deployed. Trying to access the application, it will look for the application server level. The application is not available. What it will do? It will throw the forward for error. Okay. So that is one more scenario. You can check application. is deployed or not. Is deployed or not. Okay. Next, check the file permissions. Check the file permissions. Permissions are there or not. So if you do not have permissions, any OS patching happen on the server level. OS patching means they will install the updates on Linux machines or Windows machines. Once the OS patching is done, sometimes file permissions will be changed automatically. We have to verify that the file permissions are correct, provided correctly or not. We have to verify. That is one more scenario. Then check the application server like a JBoss is up and running or not. If it's not running, you can start it. Check the web server is up or running or not. Okay. Check whether a context route is correct or not. Okay. Okay. These are the scenarios we have to verify for not for error. Okay. So whatever we checked as of now, the same scenarios we have to verify in real time as well. Okay. What is 503 error? If application server, whether JBoss or Apache Tomcat, any application server, any other technology, application server is down, we will get a 500 error. So what we have to do, verify whether all the instances are up and running or not. The JBoss instance are started or not. We have to verify. If it is not started, what to do? Start the JBoss application server application instances. They are down. Okay. So let me stop the JBoss instances. Now we're able to access the application. If you refresh here, okay, let me stop the JBoss instances. ps-er Java. We'll kill the process. Kill icon 9. Process for the first JBoss node is 3579. Second JBoss node process is 4041. Killed processor killed. Okay, JBoss instance has stopped. Now try to access the application. Refresh the page. Service temporarily unavailable. See what is the error we are seeing here? 503. You can see the same error in access.log file. Okay, go and verify in access. Go to the logs, Apache logs, tail icon 100f access.log file. Here 500 error. Trying to get the supermarket application, but the supermarket application is configured in application server level. The application server itself not running, it is down. That time it will throw error card 503. Okay, so if you start back, you will get the response again. If they are down, what to do? You're checking, okay, PS icon here, pipe Java. This is no process running, but we have two Java nodes are running on this mission for the environment for the project. What to do now? We have to start JBoss. How to start it? For the first JBoss node. Okay, go to the town website JBoss level. PD, OPT, JBoss cluster, JBoss node 1, bin directory, store the JBoss. Standalone.cyc, standalone h.xml. So in real time, okay, they will give the script for you how to stop for stopping, starting, and restarting. You have to follow that scripts. Okay, okay. One of the JBoss is started. Now try to access the application. See, it is rotating. It is rotating. It will. Why it is rotating? Actually, in web server level, we have a request timeout of 60 seconds. Okay, if you it is connected to the database. Okay, database level, we have connection pool settings. So connection pool setting based on connection pool settings, it will wait for the 60 seconds. That is called the reap timeout. Reap timeout. What it will do? Reap timeout. What it will do? So it will wait the request up to 60 seconds. 60 seconds means 1 minute. If there is no response in 1 minute, it will throw the error. Okay. Connection timeout, or else it will you will get 500. You will get a 104 like that. Okay, that is called reap timeout. What reap timeout will do? Reap timeout is a connection interval. Okay, let me give that scenario here. Reap timeout is a connection interval. Okay, if the request, if the what is the requester will wait to get the response, response up to 60 seconds. 60 seconds. If there is no response, to the response within time interval. Okay, within time interval. Sorry, the time interval is 60 seconds. Until 60 seconds, if there is no response, it will throw the error. Okay. So each request will maintain 60 seconds. If there is no response in 60 seconds, what it will do, you assume that there is no response for the request. So it will give the error to the end user. Okay. And if you see any servlets or HPS errors, if any servlets, ASPs, errors in logs, so it is stated to application team, okay, in logs, need to inform the application team. Okay. If any servlets, ASPs, errors, if you see that related to application coding issues, we have to inform to the application team. What application is down? If application is down, what you will do? Application is not running, what you will do? So all the scenarios will be, we have to verify. We have to verify what are scenarios we have to verify. 1 second. Okay, application is down. What do you have to verify? Check the logs first of all. What is the error they're getting? Okay, where you will check the access.log file, log file for the error codes. Error codes. If 500 error, 404 error presented, then what you will do? 404 means you have to verify context road, okay, and port is enabled or not, whether you JBoss JBoss level application is deployed or not, we have to verify. We're getting 500 error in the log file. What we will do? We have to verify application server services like JBoss services are up and running or not. We have to verify, and we have to verify the JBoss is started or not. If it is not started, you have to start it. And any issues like servlets and JSPs, we have to inform the application team. We have to mention a mail to the application team. These are the errors we are seeing. Please look into it like that. Okay. Check whether here once we check log access log file. If you see 500 errors, need to check app and web instances status. If they are down, if they are down, start them. Start them. Okay. If the application URL the correct or not, the application URL is not correct, that also time also will get a that time also your application will not work. Application URL is correct or not. We get 404, 404, 404, and 500 error logs. Take the app and web instances logs. This is related to application down scenarios, how to verify and how to fix the issue. Okay, what is out of memory error? Okay, these are the interview questions. Okay, all this whatever I am saying here, all these interview questions. What is out of memory error? We have heap memory. Okay, we have heap memory is configured for each JVM. Okay, heap memory, heap memory. What is the meaning? What is heap memory? How to configure in the application server level? What is the heap memory? First of all, heap memory is used to store Java or heap objects. Heap memory is used to store Java or heap objects. What it means? So whenever user raise a request, if the user make a request, the request will be forwarded to the finally forward to the heap memory. Okay, based on the memory, okay, it will serve the request. The request will go for heap memory. Okay, in heap memory, whenever user make a request, the request will go for heap memory. If there is a space, it will survive the request. If there is no space in the heap memory, so you have provided the heap memory 1 GB. For 1 GB, 1000 members is enough to survive the request. In festivals time or any Christmas time, that time users are more on the application. That time 2000 members are hitting the application. 2000 members are hitting the application. That time what it will do? So there is no sufficient memory to serve the request. There is no sufficient memory to serve the request. Only it will serve for 1000 members. You're trying to access the application with 200 customers. That time what it will do? Some of the users will get a out of memory error. So that out of memory will be error related to purely for the application server level. So how to check and how to fix it? Heap memory is used to store Java or heap objects. Heap objects. Heap objects. If there is no sufficient heap memory at that time, we get out of memory error. Okay, we get out of memory error. Where we'll configure out of memory errors. If you see here, whenever we start JBoss application server, first we will look for Java optimal values. Okay, that is called minimum and maximum heap values. You can see here what is the minimum and maximum heap values it is taking. Okay, you can see here XMX and XMS values. Okay, where is that? Okay, see XMS value is 303, XMX value is 303. Minimum is 303 MB is there, maximum also 303 MB is there. Okay, what I will do now, okay, first JBoss node is started already. I will go to the second JBoss node. I will change the heap values. We go to the standalone configuration directory. Here we have standalone hyperconnected XML file. Now don't do here. Okay, we have a file for this. Go to the bin directory. Sorry. Okay, in under bin directory, we have a file called standalone.conf file. Okay, you can look for that. Okay, where is that? Standalone.conf file. Yeah, here we have standalone.conf file. Open that file. Before doing any changes, you can take a backup of that. Okay, how to take a backup? cp standalone.conf. Yes, sir, standalone.conf. dkd underscore today date 02 -06 2023. Now edit the standalone.conf file. Here you can see that Java optimal values. Okay, specify the options to pass the Java VM. Here Java optimal values are there. You can change here. If I change, okay, I will change it to 30 MB or 30 MB. I will change it to 3 MB. Okay, I will also 3 MB. Escape colon WQ. Okay, I have changed it. Where I change under Java's node 1. Okay, now what I will do, pwd. Okay, and I start the JBoss application server. Now I will start the JBoss. Okay, forward slash standalone icon. Standalone data set hyphen c. Standalone icon ha dot xml. Symbol. Okay, okay. So go and verify in JBoss node 1 logs. pwd. Go to the log. This is standalone log directory. Here we have a server.log file. Open server.log file and verify. Okay. Tail hyphen 100f latest 100 lines. I will see that. See, whenever I do tail hyphen 100f, it will display the 100 lines of the last 100 lines of the file. Here I could see that error is called okay, out of memory error. Out of memory error. So if you see this error, what you will do? You have to check the what is the current values. What is the current values? Here you can see what is the values you're trying to access. See, 3 MB is minimum, 3 MB is maximum values. You're trying to get the values, but that memory is not sufficient. So in real time, if you provided 2 GB, 4 GB minimum or maximum, that time also sometimes you get 404 error. Sorry, for out of memory error. That time what you will do? So you have to restart the instances. You have to restart the application instances. Once you restart the application instances, it will resolve. If it is not, if you provided the optimal values of from 4 GB to 8 GB, increased, okay, you change the values to maximum values. There is no there is no response. There is issue. At that time, what you will do? Before increasing a memory, we have to check whether we have a scope to increase or not. If we have a scope means then only we have to increase. Scope means we have a option, we have a budget or not. We have to check that for getting for providing heap memory configuration. To do the heap memory configuration, we have to pay a amount. Okay, initially, if we have a already we have a budget already to provide the values. Okay, up to document means up to whatever we discussed earlier, up to that value we covered. If you want to provide another heap memory, okay, extra heap memory, that time we have to contact your vendor. Okay, vendor will what vendor will do? Vendor will ask you the amount. Okay, based on the size, they will based on the memory requested, they will ask the amount. We have to provide it. In some of the environments, what the client will suggest actually. So we don't have budget. Please set up the auto restart whenever out of memory is presented. It should be auto restart like that. We have to set the auto restart a script for the JBoss application support. Okay, this is out of memory error. Okay, if there is a issue, so we have verified we have out of memory, we have restarted, that is one scenario. If there is no issue from the application server, still we're getting out of memory errors unexpectedly. Okay, so what we will do, we have to ask the application team to verify the coding level, because if any memory leaks are there, from the coding level, that time we have to generate a heap dump and thread dump. We have to provide to them. What is heap dump and thread dump? So we have to analyze if any blocked threads or unlocked active threads are there. Means it is related to application team level. So they have to analyze there. Okay, I will tell you how to generate heap dump and thread dump. Okay, application slowness and application performance. What it means? Application slowness means we have to check whether application instances up or not. Okay, one more scenario, and check the instances. Okay, so if any out of three JBoss instances, one of the instance is down, we have two instances are active. A load will be distributed for two nodes only. That time application will be slow. So we have to verify all the instances are up and running or not. Web server also same. If we have three web instances, it is in cluster. We have to verify that three web instances are up and running or not. Okay, and check the CPU utilization. How to check CPU utilization and memory utilization in a mission? Okay, execute a command, top command. Execute top command. Okay, top is the command. Here you can see that memory utilization and percent of CPU utilization. If any instance is occupied 90% or 100% of CPU utilization or memory utilization, we have to check that it's related to which application or which instances. How to check it? So what I will do, update directory. I will change the parameters into 303. Here also minimum and maximum 303. Apple WQ. Okay, sorry. Alone, standalone data set, hyphen C, standalone HA dot XML. You have the symbol. Okay, JBoss is started. Now what I will do, Control C, top command, issue top command. Here, I'm sure. See, 11% memory. If you do Control C, okay, it will be stuck here. What we'll do, Java process, the Java process, which what we out of this all the process. What is the process is occupied more memory here. Okay, this is the first column. You can see first row. You can see that Java. Okay, Java process is occupying 11.9% of memory. Okay, CPU utilization also more. So if you want to find out which instance is taking more utilization, you will command ps-ef pipe give the process ID 5830. Okay, see you can see here. This is the instance is taking more memory, more CPU utilization. That time what to do? You have to send a mail to the application team. Hi application team. This is the instance is occupied more memory utilization. So you have to do recycle of the JVM. Recycle means restart the JVM or JBoss nodes. What they will do? They will tell you, okay, in our non-business hours, you can perform the restart. On business hours, there is no business hour. That time we have to do it. Okay, this is the way we have to check for performance issues. Okay, and still we have getting applications on SCC. We have to check with application team to generate a heap dump and thread down and hand over to them if any memory leaks like coding issues are there or not. Okay, that time they will analyze the dumps and they will fix the coding issues. So these are the real-time scenarios. Majorly you can see. Okay, tomorrow we will discuss related to okay how to generate heap dump